Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. I'm Sundars, and I'm Sundars, and I'm from the Serpent Singapore team. Today, our webinar is about modernizing HR operations from a hybrid workforce with Odoo. We have two lovely experts from Serpent Consultant as well as from the Odoo's team. I'll move towards them to introduce themselves. So, Fionn, we'll start from you. Can you quickly introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Fiona. I'm the partner manager for Asia Pacific, working in Odoo, which is an ERP system company for 5 years already. And on the call, we also have Hussein, who is our Odoo Gold partner, Serpent Consulting.
So,
Hello
Hussein.
everyone, myself Hussein, and I am a managing director of Serpent, and we are working on Odoo since 2011, having offices around the world, and we are Odoo partner from Singapore, India, UAE, Africa, Europe, and USA.
Okay, so the goal of our today's topic is to tell our audience how we can simplify the HR considering this APAC and the Singapore market for the hybrid teams. I'll quickly move towards our first question from Fionn. That is, Fionn, can you briefly describe the top challenges in HR or company faces or HR team faces in this APAC region in the Singapore's market?
Yeah, sure. So Odoo helps with managing three scenarios. The first is compliance across countries, while on the HR aspect for managing payroll, leave application, and accounting, it helps because we have multi-country compliance available. Second, it's managing hybrid working, so a mix of being physically at the office as well as remote. We'll talk about more of that later. And third is this connecting systems, right? So a lot of companies right now would have one system for, HR, for accounting, inventory management. Within HR, sometimes they'll use a different system for managing payroll and another one for leave application. So there's a lot of duplication of managing data that needs to be managed.
Right. Thank you for your answer, Fionn. So now that Fionn has told us about the challenges that are available in the HR domain, Hussein, how do you think Odoo helps us solve all of these issues? Where does Odoo come in and solve these problems for our teams and companies?
Yeah, so the first thing, the main problem with hybrid team is the accessibility of the system. So Odoo is a cloud base, and the data and everything is centralized. So the employee can access the system wherever they are. So if you are working from home, or you are traveling, or you are working from office, Odoo has all these options available, where you can access through your mobile, desktop, laptop, computer, from any system. Now, in terms of tracking the employee with their attendance and time logs and other task lists, so Odoo has a kiosk mode of attendance, integration with the biometric device. Even the geofencing attendance are there. If you're working from home, you can take your location, and through mobile you can do geofencing based attendance. So all your attendance will go through correct tracking, and time in and time out will be there. And it's completely integrated with your public holidays, whichever country you belongs to. So for example, I have my hybrid team working from Singapore, UAE, and Africa. Each country has their own public holidays. So all the public holiday I can configure, and that public holiday plan will be mapped with each and every employee. So my employee belongs to whichever nation and geography, it will their public holiday will be applicable to them. So that will be completely integrated with my leave management, leave policy as per the government standard of the nationality and employee. the taxation and PF and different deduction and allowances will be there. We can have a multi-company payroll in the single company, or you can have multiple companies in the single database, and you can, as a management, you can see all the consolidation of your payroll and everything. So your payroll standard for each country will be different, and then that can be configured easily with all the government compliance. So Odoo is supporting lots of different localizations already for payroll and accounting. So that way, managing a hybrid team wherever they are and whichever country and compliance you are following, everything is possible with Odoo.
Right. Thank you, Hussain, for that excellent deep dive into how Odoo is managing all of that. So, Fionn, before we move on to the compliance part of this Odoo, I want to have a quick question from you. How do you think Odoo is specifically helping in making time tracking of the employees that are working in a hybrid situation easy to monitor?
Yeah, so first of all, Odoo its compliance with the Singapore market in terms of for our system. And second is that we have a timesheet module that can monitor on employees where, for example, they're working on a project, they can do it anywhere, right? So that we can still keep track of their attendance.
Right. So Hussain, now that the time tracking is pretty much solved, the next hurdle comes towards the SG localization, especially with payrolls and all of the MOM laws. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, so the compliance are always very important for any company. And when we talk about Singapore specifically, as per Ministry of Manpower, we have different type of CPF, and the rule to compute the CPF is little complex, but we make it very easy with Odoo. That it counts based on your PR date. So it first differentiate employee whether you are Singaporean or foreigners. Now if you are foreigners, you are into first year of PR, second year or third year onwards, different rates will be there. Now each and every CPF rates will map with your total gross wage and your age. So you have to compare how much I am earning and what age I am. So depending on age and your earning, system will define what percentage of CPF you belongs to. So we have the whole configurable module where you can define what age and what income range you are, whether you are Singaporean, non-Singaporean, whether you are PR holder with first year, second year, third year. All this will be configurable in Odoo. So at any point of time, government will change some percentage or age range or whatever configuration. You can just change those configuration and system will auto compute your different CPF. Now there are different type of CPF depending on what nationality you are and so many different parameters. So it's a completely pre-configured system. You just make a single click, install the localization package, and everything will be pre-configured. So your foreign worker levy, which grade you are, that is a different thing, and it again depends on industry to industry, whether you are manufacturing industry, service industry, logistic or trading industry. All industries are having their different standards are there. So all of this will be configured. Again in employee contracts, we have to submit IR8A and 8S file, which compliance of lots of other income and deductions and declarations will be there from employee. So those standard government forms will be generated from Odoo directly. We will show in the demonstration as well. Again it comes to leave policies. So as per MOM, there is a predefined leave standards are there. So if I take a very basic example, there is an incremental annual leaves are there. So if I am a foreigner and I join a company, I am in a first year, I will get 7 annual leave, and every year it will keep increasing by 1. So next year 8, 9, 10, and it reach up to 14 leaves. And then if you are a local Singaporean, your first year leaves, annual leave start from 14 and it will keep increase to 21. So that's a standard rule followed by majority of Singaporean companies. Then childcare leave, it again depends of number of children you have. So 1 children, 2, 3, number of children, according to this you have different childcare leave. And that way there are different leave policies are there, and then some of the leave types are optional that company can decide whether you want to keep those leaves or not. So all these leaves are accrual based, or you sometimes company assign one time in beginning of the financial year, or it's accrual based. So all this configuration are very standard without any customization. So Odoo support all of these kind of things. We will see all of these configurations and everything in action as well.
Okay. We should move to the demo now.
Yeah, sure. So Fionn, you have anything to add here?
No, I'm excited to see it in action.
So this is the demo instance we have set up, and we will first go through the employee. On the employee, I already set up my own profile where these are the basic details of employee with the contact details, resume, what skill set they have, my organization hierarchy and other details. The custom part is here where I can set up my different status of personal status of marriage and other details, and then I can set up whether I am a PR holder. If I am Singaporean, I can set up this, or I can set up my PR dates with my employment type, what type of PR holders I am, and then all the other details that will help us to compute IR8A, ITS, PF and other details. So my nationality and then identity, birth will auto compute my age and other details. Then I can have my income tax detail where I will define what type of employee pass I have. So I can set up different things, and accordingly system will ask me different questions. And then what is my country code and all other details about my IR8S. So those all details I can set up here on my employee profile. Then there are a few more details about the education for my immigration. If a foreign worker, I have to do all this. What training certificate, if I am into the service, construction or marine industry, I can have all this detail to be filled. And then I can define my FWL, so whether I skilled or unskilled, which sector I belongs to and which tier. According to this, system will automatically compute my FWL, which is another component of salary slip will be there. So these are some of the basic information of employee. There are a few more information, but these are very standard. Whatever we are going through right now is all for the Singapore standard. Then we can go to the employee contract. On the employee contract side, we already receive configuration of Singapore employee and Singapore salary structures. So you define your employee contract starting, ending date, what is their work shift and all. And then you can see salary structure. For now I put all the standard salary rules of all different type of CPF here on the single. In company to company, the different, and employee to employee, there will be different CPF will be applicable, depend on different conditions. So your HR manager can generally set up so yes, for small example, FWL for S pass and work permit, two different employee, there will be two different type of FWL is there. So all this I put here just to show you the list of configurations we have, and then how it computes and looks like on the payslip. The another configuration here is your income tax details. So you can set up multi-year of income tax details with all the configurations. So IR8A and 8S, two configurations are there. Under IR8A we have different type of declaration. It's exactly the same numbering and sections are there as per MOM standard in IRAS. And all your deductions same for IR8S, section A, B and C configuration, and all these things will be computed automatically based on your salary slips. Then appendix 8B and 8A will be there where you set up all your configuration and you do the declaration. So each employee has to do this declaration on the HR fiscal year starting. So every year employee will do this declaration, and according to this rest of the things will be computed, and then their contract details and other things. We have few more things on expense products. So expense max cap is another configuration, like what kind of expense we allow, like food expense or meal expense, right? And what will be my limit, whether they can override the limit or it's pro rata based. So I can do that all configuration, and employee cannot claim more than this expense. So expense max cap is another kind of configuration we have. Now once you set up employee and their contract, we can directly jump into the payslip. You can just create a payslip for employee for specific period. You define a period, and rest of the things will be computed automatically. Here in Singapore, we have different rules, like overtime. Sometimes employee is eligible for 1.5 times or 2 times of overtime. So these are the different rules we configure, that you manually enter how many hours of overtime he is eligible for, and according to this things will be computed. And so many other input fields are there here that you can directly enter, and system will automatically compute. Now there is a Excel file template. So every month you have batch of payslip. You just create a one batch of payslip with all the employees in the organization and download the Excel template, fill up all these input fields together and import back. So system will compute everything automatically. And once you compute, system will compute all these details of different type of CPF will be there. And then another details is your year to date. So year to date, how much total CPF you collected as an employee CPF and employer CPF. So each and every employee will be able to see all the details here. So that's a payslip. Now there is when we have a payslip, there is a specific format of payslip. So when you print the payslip in the Singapore, we have itemized payslip is there. So on the itemized payslip, there is a section of A, B and C. So this different section represents your net, allowance and deductions. So all this will be MOM standard, where you have to define your itemized payslip. So this is my standard payslip for format of MOM standard that will be there, right? So this is my payslip configuration. On top of it, we have a different type of reportings are there. When we go to the payroll module, on my payroll module, you can see your standard reporting or of IR80 and 80s are there. But after you generate your payslip batch, the main thing is to pay to your employee. So to processing the employee salary, you have to do bank file. So we have a standard banks file automatically available here. You directly generate a bank file for DBS, CIMB, OCBC, all those banks file are available. System will directly generate a payroll bank file that you can generate for your specific batch. You upload the payroll bank file to your bank portal, and bank will automatically process the complete salary of the whole organization. So that pipe delimited text file will be there. After you make a salary for employee, now it's time to pay to government, right? So you have to pay your CPF. So for CPF also we have a text file where you can generate CPF submission for all the list of employees, and you generate a text file for specific date, start and end date, and system will generate a CPF text file to submit CPF to government. So now there are two options. If you are under foreign worker levy, then you include FWL in the same file as well. So whenever you submit CPF, you submit FWL and CPF both together to the government. So that file will be generated directly from here. And then when you pay CPF and everything is aligned, you can directly generate IR8A and 8S. So this particular thing, IRS, will be generated for employee to employee, and you can define what start date, end date, what batch, whether it's original or sometimes employee requests for the amendment copy. You can have IR8A as a original, then IR8S you can generate. Then let's do this from January 1st. I just do, and there are three options are there for text file if you want to submit to government, PDF if you want to give it to your employee. So I will generate PDF for now, so you can visualize the exact format of government standard here. So this is my complete form, is completely as per the government, that you can directly stamp it and submit to the government. So complete IR8A and 8S file will be generated from system. Even you can generate a pipe delimited text file and XML file if you want to submit to IRS portal. So these are main standard thing of payroll. Now there are configurations on what we can say leave side. So we have different type of leave accrual plans are there. So you can see annual leave accrual plans, and whenever you go to the leave accrual plan for the employee, you can see these are my leave accrual plan. So if it is for local employee, first year it's a 14 leaves, then 15, 16, 17 it reach up to 21 leaves. We have different type of this. Work from home, 52 days work from home is allowed. So every year you can see year on year basis how many days for work from home we want to allow, that we can configure here. Then on pay, no pay leave is 200 days and no pay leaves are assigned. These are my hospitalization leaves, 60 days of hospitalization leave. So initially after 1 year, after 2 years, and it has all the configuration, how many will be carry forward. So there is no carry over, it will be all elapse. If you go to the annual leave configuration, you can see 12 months will be allowed. So you can set up different leaves, like how you want to carry forward your different type of leaves, right? Then examination leave, compensation days are there, your annual leave on monthly basis. So initially after 1 year, 2 year, how you want to carry forward. So you carry forward all your leaves, and then it will be allocated based on the number of days. And whoever employees are eligible for the leaves are here, like you can assign different type of leaves to different employees here. So these are all the standard configuration for the leaves that you can set up here by default, right? So these are overall things. Even public holidays, you can set up all your different public holidays with the dates that will be applicable. And on the leave calendar, you can always see all the public holidays, leave taken, and all other details by default on the system. So you can see 25th December, Christmas is a public holiday, which is gray out. So you can have a different country specific configuration here. So let me show you that I can have a multiple companies. I can have one company in Singapore, another in India, another in UAE. Then I can have 3 different companies here, and I can have 3 different localization. Or you can have a single company but multiple nationality of employees, and you want to comply. You can install all the salary rules onto the single database like this. I have Singapore based salary rules are there. You can have India and UAE, and then you can make a different type of salary structures here that will be different country specific structures to assign to the employee to process their salaries.
Right. This really, showcases the power of how Odoo can help streamline operations for the HR department, and how Serpent has actually worked in localizing all of the SG laws in it, right? Fiona, what would you like to add to all of this? How Odoo has been doing wonders for all the HR people out there and departments?
We have been serving a lot of local clients, and if for clients who will want to use HR only, we have a special pricing that you can contact us to get. Should you not only want HR, for example, if you want accounting as well, which is easy for you to manage payroll and accounting at the same time, then we have a full package available as well. So the contact detail for us is for myself. I'm 𝗲𝗯𝗍. You can contact me by email fch@odoo.com, or you could call or WhatsApp me or book me for a meeting. Also for today, Serpent Consulting, they are locally in Singapore, so their contact information you can contact Sundays, or give them a call, book them for an in-person meeting.
Okay. I hope this webinar is good to understand how SG localized products are out there using Odoo. And if there is any question or you guys want a demo, you can always drop in a message to me or 𝗲𝗯𝗍 herself, and then we can walk you guys from there. Thank you for joining us today. It was lovely having you and 𝗲𝗯 and Hussain on this webinar. It was really informative, and I love the way how you've summarized the entire HR module in just 30 minutes. We'll be continuing our series, and the next time we'll talk about finance and accounting, and with again SG localization perspective. And I look forward to see you both again. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.